Righto guys, so we're out here today and I wanted to show you the 79 series dual cab. Now this is one of our repeat customers, Pete, and thanks for letting us review your vehicle today. Now on this vehicle I was actually quite surprised. The first time I've had the opportunity to drive a 2.8 litre Toyota Land Cruiser, the new ones in the automatic, and I must say it did surprise me for the better. It's actually a really nice comfortable ride. But getting into the vehicle from the front end, Peter's running an AOB bull bar on the front with a pair of Onyx spotlights. Now as far as suspension goes, it's a 2 to 3 inch lift by Tough Dog running the big bore shocks. Now Pete's main goal is to keep things simple, practical and easy, all right, and go with a lightweight canopy option. So on the rear is the mode canopy. These are the same guys that manufacture the composite zone RV caravans, which have now integrated into a lightweight option, chassis mounted canopy. So you cannot separate the canopy from the tray. It's all integrated, which cuts down weight, as you know. So that's on the back end over there with a ladder rack as well as a spare wheel holder. I'll get into the rest of the canopy a little bit later in this video. Now, as far as the top goes, a Rhino rack roof rack with its backbone railing system. Now, the nice thing with that is heaps of space for storing up some spare products, whether it's swags, firewood, spare jerry cans, you name it. A lot of platform storage space there. And on the sides of the canopy over here are the Terralume rock lights, which are really nice for using as a work light or light when you arrive in camp to set up and shine across the area. Now on the interior of this vehicle, we've got a set of Caprivi seat covers. Really nice canvas made seat covers with leather trim outers, and I must say it came up an absolute treat. Running a big Garmin navigational system there, and the Garmin is also wired into a rear view camera. So while you're driving, whether you're just reversing to hitch something like a caravan or a boat, it's giving you that extra large screen for viewing options. Now as far as we went up, we basically mounted our 270 XT MAX Awning onto the top of a TX27 rooftop tent. Now that setup actually came off a previous rig, which we then fitted to this canopy. It's only been on there for about a year. And we added on additionally the Outhouse, which is mounted to the front of the vehicle on the Rhino rack roof rack on the driver's side. Let's go and have a look and get into the tent itself. So on the TX tents, I'm going to simply use this ladder at the rear. First step is undoing the front latches. So simply pop up, you've got your two front latches for the top of the tent. Now also featuring on the top of this tent is a 215 watt solar panel that we've attached on the top, as well as a load bar and a set of load bar mounted Max Tracks or Max Tracks holder, which is up on the top lid over there. Once the front latches are done, you can simply pop up the rear like this, get up top here. We're going to give this a bit of a lift. With having the Max Tracks on the top, this tent is at maximum capacity, but as you can see, still lifting it up without a drama. Now from there, pull down the bungee cord into position like that, and let's get into the tent. So open that up, and we've got these two spring rods. Now what you will notice is one of the spring rods, this guy, has actually been cut down to size to fit and suit the spring rod adapter bracket to clear the awning, which is perfect just in the end position. Pull that in and that holds it into spot. Then the right hand version, simply same thing applies, hook it into position, pop it down. Now as you can see at the moment, the front lid or the top roof is still connected. So you climb inside, release the clip, and then simply press the front up, and exactly the same, it will lift up into position. Once all the way up, it allows us access to the front of the tent, where we can pull the front bungee down, as you can see over there. Now this being a door as well, it gives you great access to the top here. So whether you're leaving your shoes up here or whether you want to actually use the roof rack as additional space, you can. On the front as well, we've got the two spring rods that are included in the tent, and this is to hold the front rainfly in position. So simply pull that back, rest it in position there, and this one. Now bearing in mind the TX27 rooftop tent, as well as its larger brother the TX27 Max, are still a double skinned canvas, which gives you that triple layer if you incorporate the full Miji mesh in that as well. With 6 opening windows or doors, you've got heaps of space. Now, one of the things that I did mention with Pitt is that he loves keeping things practical. Straight up on the back here, on top of the spare wheel, is these platform mounts. Whether you use these for jerry cans, gas bottles, or spare firewood that you can strap down, or in this case, a perfect platform for me to use to give me that extra bit of security and just to get my balance effectively. So really handy, and that's really well thought out of. Also, you can notice that the rear handle, an additional one has been added on over there. That's the roof handles, and it's actually been offset. So while climbing up, you have got a grab handle there. Great work, Pitt, that's awesome. Now, as far as our 270 XT MAX awning goes, simply zip it open, just like this, all the way through. Pop, that's 1 strap, 2 straps. Walk it forward, and we're going to make sure this is out of the bag. There we go. Walk it forward, and we're going to go hook this on the opposite side of the vehicle on the top of the roof rack. And that's just going to get it nice and secured into position over there. From here, I'll leave that loose always on the front end, and our Maxes have a 3-step opening procedure. Second to that, pull this one around, all the way around, and secure it into position. So simply bring that in and hook it into place there. Tension that up to the full 90 degrees, coming back to take up the rest of the tension on this end. There we go. Huge amounts of shade, as you can see, set up on the 270 XT MAX awning. Now, as far as the canopy goes, opening up the canopy, you will notice immediately that the awning clears the doors, no dramas at all. Massive space, keeping this super simple inside. Yes, you can still add a portable fridge, 12-volt fridge system later on, but for now, just use of simple storage boxes is a great way to go camping. If you're using this as an all-rounder for work, you can load your tools in there. When you want to go camping, just take a few of the extra boxes out from the garage or the shed and place them in there. So huge canopy storage space on the inside. A composite door as well keeps it super cool on the inside. So even if you're running an esky for the weekend, it's almost like having an esky inside of a refrigerated box. So it's, well, paneling. So it definitely helps with insulation properties. Now, one thing we get asked about a lot of the time is how can you enter your rooftop tent via, say, this ladder, for example, without having a access hatch in. Let me show you that quite quickly. Now, one thing that Pitt does do is he's got a wide ladder mount on the opposite side, which takes the Bush Company's standard or deluxe telescopic ladder, which can attach to the side of the tent, and he side enters. All right, but for those of you who would like to rear enter, what you can do is simply release the awning. Now, this is in a situation where you want to leave your awning set up, and we really do prefer this method. It gives you a nice large opening without compromising the integral strength of your awning at all. So simply take a strap, thread it through the end of the truss arm, right at the end, like that, right through like that, and simply tie it back to whatever position you had it on before. So for example, I'm now going to tie it onto the side of this mounting rack, just like that, and keep that open. So that now gives you a huge triangle space that you can enter and exit with still keeping your awning fully waterproof without having to cut any holes in there. Nice thing with this is I can easily get up here as needed, straight into the tent, just like before. So that will allow you to keep the awning open if you wanted to use the rear. As Pitt doesn't, very simply, he side enters this one, so I'll simply release this guy up like that. Take this back to its standard operating procedure or method, pull that in, thread it back through, clip it into position like that, and it's that easy to get your awning back to full use, for example, for the day or in rainy weather. Now, not just that, guys, come and have a look around this side. the outhouse. So mounted to the front of the vehicle. Now this is really, really smart, and we've seen this in a lot of cases on vehicles, allowing you to have full access to the side of your canopy, but still being able to drop your shower cubicle or shower curtain, shower tent as some guys call it, whether you're using it for showering purposes or for a toilet or privacy room. Simply drop that down like that, extend that out, extend that one out. This comes in and clicks into position like that. Now all of our outhouses have got rubber end stops to stop them from scratching or fraying against each other, which keeps them nice and stable, with the same 260 gram canvas that we use in a lot of our products. It's heavy duty, fully, well, how do you say it? You can't really see in it when you're showering, right? So even if you've got the lights on inside, you're not going to get silhouettes on this canvas or whatever. 100% waterproof, mold resistant, hangs nice and straight, and as you can see from the trees in the background, the wind is blowing today and it's actually sitting really firmly. For those of you who want larger access, say you were hosing down the kids or you didn't want to climb through that little vent, you simply pop the door open and you can actually have access here to whoever might be inside of the change room. Also, well, the shower cubicle, also giving you the use of space when, let's say you didn't want to be too claustrophobic, open it up. You've got a nice big open space there. The rear of the outhouse can have a zip down screen panel which drops down, as you can see, and this gives you access to your rear windows. Now this is the nice part about mounting an outhouse on the front cab of the vehicle, is you can leave all your clothing, your toiletries, you name it, on the back seat. Simply access that through the window. When you want to have a shower and you're going to wet everything, just zip those up out of the way. So easy. Guys, I want to thank you for watching this rig rundown of the 79 series dual cab 2.8 litre. For more information on our products, go to the Bush Company's website at www.thebushcompany.com. Don't forget to go Bush, and I'll catch you later.